lecture supposed to be recorded from big blue button, but uh, I couldn't find it. I couldn't find it then. So now I'm recording. So if anything happened, I'll send it to you. I don't know here if there is record meeting, but I'm recording it, so no need. So I will recap briefly about last lecture, what we did, and we will do something similar. Then we will proceed to what we will learn new. يعني. So last lecture we had this uh, architecture plan. So we wanted to convert it to something structural. So we place the columns. We said that okay, the architectural said that this is our axis, but we edited on the axis and we added columns that suit the um, our standards in the codes. So you should study the standards when you are working uh, on site. So you should study the standards and uh, your engineering sense. So you will say that okay, this column here is good, this column here is not. Then we connected the columns with beams and we named them and we named the slabs and we put this sign, that this symbol that means that here the elevation is 3 meters above the ground level. So what if we have now another floor? So this is the ground floor. We have the second floor now. Okay. So now if this is the ground floor, it should be here. It should be here 0, right? But here we assume that this is the first floor. So we have the ground floor. We don't have anything. The first floor. This. Now we can assume that we have second floor with bedrooms. So now we don't have the architectural view, but let's assume that it's similar to this one, but with, for example, one bedroom, second bedroom, bathroom, and here clothing room or something. So we can, and it may change. It may change that, for example, a big room here, okay, master bedroom here. So the architectural may change the second floor. So some columns may be deleted or removed, and some columns maybe should be added. So, but you cannot add columns only in the second floor. So imagine that you have um, Imagine that you have, wait, okay, so you will have these columns, and suddenly in the second floor you add a column here. Okay, so these columns will continue to the second floor, but you added a column here. This is wrong. You should, if you want to add column in the second floor, you should also connect the columns to the floor. Why? Because the loads will transfer from this column to this column to the foundation, right? So be careful if you are adding columns in the second floor, it will be continuing to the ground floor and to the foundation level. So, so now if we want to uh, draw the structural plan level of the second floor. So what we need first, how can I allow everyone to join? I cannot. Okay. So we have this axis the same, right? We have these columns, but maybe we will add columns or maybe we will delete and beams. So also there are uh, some, if you have the building like high-rise building like 16, 17, 20 floors, of course of course the designing size of the ground level column will be large. Maybe it will be a meter by a meter. So the ground level maybe have a large column, okay? Then maybe each 3 or 4 floors, the dimensions will change. So it will continue like this. This is the for example 1, 2, 3 floors. Then the fourth will have a smaller size or section size for the columns. So we may apply it here that these columns are 30 by 30. We may decrease the size for the second floor just to learn. Not, it's not true, of course, because it's only a villa of 2 floors. So nonsense to decrease only 5 meters. We may decrease here 25 by 25. Also, the beams will change, and so what we will do is we have these features here. I don't know if I told you about it. Isolate, hide or locks all layers except those of the selected objects. So we made layers, right? So let's get a benefit of them by selecting the axis layer and isolate. So you see, we isolated, but also we wanted the bubbles like this. So you will select what you need according to layers. So I need these and isolate them. But you can see that these texts are the same layers on this and this. So we may now only select this one. Why? Because I want to copy. Okay, now you can unisolate. So now we can copy this and this. We can do it like this. Copy from here to here. So we have the access of the second floor now easily. If you want to place the columns at the same places, of course we want to place them at the same, so we can isolate columns like this. Copy. I'm just seeing where is the intersection point. So the intersection point is here. ah so we want to isolate this layer and this to copy, right? Because when I isolated only the columns, I cannot see this one. Copy. Or you can do it once, but here I'm just doing it again. So now we have this, but these sizes are 30 by 30 centimeters square, but I want to decrease like 25 by 25. What can I do? You can either um, offset this triangle by 5 like this, so it will be 25, no 20. Why? Because 5 from here and 5 from here, so you should I make it 2.5. Offset, select offset 2.5. Now it should be 25. But the problem here is that you should also move from here to here. So let's draw a rectangle on the columns layer from here, then choose dimensions 25 by 25 like this, then delete this one. Then you may just change, not to change the layer, just change its color to make it clear. Then you may again change it. So I will copy like this. Now here it should be copied from the other side. So also here. This one works. You understand? Because I'm copying from the intersection point the left top corner, but I wanted the base point from the right top corner. So you may copy from the right top corner to here to here. Now this doesn't work. Now all of these from the left bottom corner, copy from the left bottom corner to this one. This is from the left, sorry, from the right, from here. So now you want to delete the red ones. So you may use the quick selection feature that you want to select polylines by color red. So it's not red, it's something. So again, quick selection. So now this layer is selected. So you will delete. Then you can change its color again to make it similar to this one. So these circles are not copied, I don't know. Yes. So now you have your columns in the second floor. You will like this. Also, of course, these dimensions you will copy. Now you have to draw beams. So we are repeating the same procedure but for the second floor. Why I'm repeating, because I haven't recorded that lecture, so maybe this one will cover all of the things that we did here. So we placed the column in the second floor. Now we are placing beams to connect the columns like this. So you can, if we want to, isolate these. Okay, so we have this shape, but here we have the width of the beam is here 30 according to this column. Here you may keep it 30 or you may align it with the column so it will be 25. So if we want to copy only the, the exterior lines of the beams, then we will offset like this, like this, I think. So copy uh, from this corner to this corner. Let's remember extend, select all. Now we can offset by how much? 25. 25, 25, 25. Did you see what I did? I press O for offset. Then it says specify offset distance. Normally you can press this one, then you will select the distance, or you can select the distance here 25, then you will select the object, so you can only offset it 25 either to the right or to the left. So I'm just offsetting beams by its width. So as I said, AutoCAD here only know that you are drawing lines. You don't know that you are sketching beams or what. So it doesn't matter to him. If you do like this, he will not recognize that this beam is wrong, right? So you should be careful. So now it's the same. You can extend this. Here you can press shift to trim. Remember? Shift. Because we are doing extend, you can press shift to trim. Same here, but let's move this to here. Then extend like this. Or yeah, keep it like this. Extend like this. Here trim. What else? Done. Now unisolate. So you have this. You may copy or make it new. So here remember it should be 102, 103. But for here C2, C2. So these you may copy or you may create. Let me do like this. I will isolate these three layers, axis and column tags and beam tags. Okay, so what I can do, I can select the beams and column tags, copy from here to here, then unisolate. You see? So this is not 30 by 30. This is 25 by 25. Then I think Yes, doctor, will you upload this lecture after? Yes, I'm recording as you can see. 25 minutes I'm talking. Doctor, can you please record this lecture? I'm recording. Would you mind repeat the process? I couldn't catch it well. Which one? Which one? Janiver. Ah, isolating. Okay. So here, I want to copy the these column tags and beam tags to here. Okay. So this isolating feature, it says hides or locks all layers except those of the selected objects. So it will hide all layers except if you are selecting, for example, this one and this one. So this layer is column tags layer. This one beams tags layer. If you say isolate in the entire drawing, okay, it will hide what all the layers except these two layers. You can see these tags are on the columns and beams tags layers, so it's not hidden, and all of the other layers are hidden. So what I need is to copy this and this, but now when I copied it I realized that if you copy all and you change 25 by 25, it will be hard. So let's copy only these two and these from here to here. So I took the same base point, this one, the intersection point. Now you can change this 25 by 25 and this, keep it 50 by 25. So 50, as I said, is the depth. The depth is not visible here in the plan. So you may change it or keep it 50. Now these tags will not change according to the axis numbers. A4, it's wrong, not 4. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so it will be 6 here. Also here, it will be 6. So now B here, 2, 201. So this number is for the floor number, and this number is the beam number. So maybe why it's 201, because maybe you will have in one plan, maybe you will have like how many 90 beams. It's possible, so it's according to your plan. Maybe if you have more than 90 you will name it 2001. So this is the floor number, this is the beam number, so 001. Maybe you will have 100 beams in one plan, so it depends on your plan, and this is automatically uh, named by other programs that you may use, like etabs, StuffOrCAD, etc. It will be automatically named, but here we are just learning why we are doing this. Also here the slab name 201. The height of the slab or the thickness of the slab is 20 centimeters. So here the column's name doesn't have the floor number. Why? Because it's a vertical element, not a horizontal. So the column 1 will be the same name for the whole section, right? Even if it changes. but the column is يعني poured together. You will learn it this when you will have summer training one, I think, if you will go to the site, of course. So yes, now you may you may copy this one as I did last lecture from the middle point. So this is not in the middle, so you can from the middle to here. Remember the rotation, RO for rotation. From here, wait, you can press F8 to make it um, vertical. No, sorry. For how many minutes? I don't know how I'm clicking this uh, mute. I'm sorry. This is FNF10, so I don't know how I'm clicking. It's weird. So I was talking about let's learn some because this now contains lines, text, and hatches. But we wanted to make this a group. So remember where is create a block. sorry, not group, block. So create block, the name of the block, elevation maybe. Now the base point, you can pick this point. The objects, select objects, all these objects I wanted to make it a group, but note that you want to change the text to +6, for example. So select again, select this only, enter. Okay, so now this is one block. So you may copy this to here, change it to 6. So this is one block now. Only one click, by one click, you will select these two, copy. Again, you may copy it from this base point, like this, and here. So we have this second floor. We should copy these and these. Copy. So you can copy this to here. This is second. Okay. So this I repeated, and I noted that you may change the section size of columns in each floor. Also, the beams are changed according to the columns, and you may add. So you may say that here is what I can say here, because here the stairs, you cannot say that this is a master bedroom. You can say this is my master bedroom. So I don't want columns here. So you may be asked by the architecture to, if there was a column here. Now there's no column here, but if there was, you may ask to remove or add a new column, for example. So now these changes will be visible when where uh, in the section, when we will sketch the sections next lecture. We will sketch the sketch sections like we did in the midterm project, but for a building, and I showed you the sections in Revit, and next lecture I will show you again. So maybe we will cut from the middle here and take a look to the north. So what you will see, a cutted view of beams and slabs, and you will see the columns, of course. So maybe you will cut from here like this. You have a cut from here. So you cut the beams, this slab, this slab, this beam. Or you may cut inside the column also from here. So the the section line will define what are you cutting through. So this is the first floor, second floor. Next week we will have the sections for these two floors. Okay, so also we have these columns. We will see how the the sections changed and the elevations will be visible from 3 to 6. What else? Yeah, that's it. Also, if we had a section, vertical section, and we are uh, cutting through this slab and this slab and seeing to the east, we will see this beam as a rectangle, of course. So it's important to have sections. Okay, so we learned today how to make a block like this, and I repeated for those who didn't attend last lecture or this lecture so I can upload it on YouTube. So you can recap and just a brief idea about information about final. You will have similar project like this. So I will send you an architectural, sorry, yes. So I will send you an architectural view for the finals. You will draw like 2 floors and you will decide the places of the columns. You will decide the sizes, or I don't know, maybe I will decide. We will see. But you will draw sections also. Maybe we will catch learning about foundations. So be ready and practice from now how we did this. Maybe uh, rewatch the video and draw it yourself to practice from now. Practice doing this symbol, practice doing tags, practice renaming, because now I didn't rename B201, B202, this should be, but in the project you will do it, B203. It's easy, just double click B204, B205, etc. And also this 201, 202. Okay, if I saw in the project that you just did like me and copy, you will decrease some marks from your project. Okay, so be careful, and also this also should be copied. Choose a base point, as I said. Why? Because if you copy from here, you will not place it the same as this one. Just for tidiness, you will copy from a base point that is similar for all columns. That is the corner, of course. Here or here, here maybe. Understand? So tags are important also. C1, this is C2, C2 D1, D6, sorry, right? So this is D. This is E6. This is G6. Now this is A5, right? A5. And C1, 2, 3, 4, C5. Why we are naming? Because you will have, okay, I have this column. You should detail this column. Okay, you are a structural engineer. How many bars inside? How many you will have something like this. Maybe you will scale it bigger, scale, base point here, scale by 4. You will have like this. You will say how many bars inside, how many ties inside, what sizes are the bars, etc. So you will detail. So if this detail matches all the columns, you will say, okay, this is for C1, C2, C3. Maybe it will be different from this column to this because this is has more load than this one, or the opposite. So you will say, okay, this C5 and C6 are for this detail, etc. C7, C8 for this detail. The same for beams, the same for slabs. Tags are for the detailing. Okay, any questions? Sorry. When it will be, doctor? I don't know now. I will upload. So lecture 5, I haven't recorded from my computer as I'm doing now, but I trusted the big blue button, so it says it's recording. Then when we ended the meeting, I cannot find it. So sorry for lecture 5, but I tried to catch all the things we did today for repetition. What else? Sorry, we will not do it like you did? No, I mean, you see, I copied this one to here, but this S2101, this is S21, S203. Okay, so don't do like me. It's not completed now. You remember last lecture I did this naming, so it was not completed. Now today before the lecture began, I completed it, the naming of these bubbles, also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what I meant is to complete your work, to name accordingly. So this naming will be according to your plan. So any questions? Okay, no questions. Thank you. Have a great day. You're welcome. So about homeworks, I decided to give full marks for all. So I decided to homeworks that to be for your own training, for your own practice. So full mark for all students for homeworks. Midterm is from 20. If you did well in the finals, and there will be a small interview that I will interview each student separately. He will share his screen, or I will share his screen. Maybe he or she will share their screen, and I will ask one, two, three questions. Uh, and that's it for the final. So the interview will have uh, a part of the mark, and of course the project will have more marks. So be ready for the project, for the final project. It will be similar like we are doing now. And good luck. Salar Saadullah Abdurrahman. What did you mean? For which chapter homework? I said homeworks are full marks for everyone. Maybe 5 percent, maybe 10%. I don't know, but it's like additional mark for all. Thank you. You are welcome, guys. See you.